guys, welcome back to my channel Lunches. So in this video we have tactics for beginners. Basic tactics that you should know as a beginner. You will be asking, what is a tactic? Tactic is you can say like a trick. I use this trick. If we fell into the trick, yep, you are good, you are winning. This is the meaning of tactics. In this video I am going to teach you about the basic tactics that you should know as a beginner. Let's just get into it. Okay, now what we are going to learn about. We are going to learn about the 3 basic tactics that you should know as a beginner. Number 1 is a pin. Number 2 is a skewer. And number 3 is a fork. So in this video we are going to learn about all these 3. And don't say this fork is like the eating fork. No, it is not the eating fork. So let's just get into it. Number 1, pin. Pin is when a piece is attacking its opponent's smaller value piece and it is in the front, and the high value piece is in the back of the lower value piece, diagonally or horizontally or vertically. Let me explain. Like the bishop is attacking a knight, and diagonally behind the knight is a queen. So if the knight moves, then the queen will be captured. So queen is more valuable than a bishop or a knight. So your opponent should not do that. So this is a pin. Now let me get into the examples. I made this little game thing from the starting, so let me start. This is an example. White plays d4, black plays d5. We bring the knight out. I don't know who should go. This is an example. See, black, then white, and then black bring the knight. Then white pushes the pawn to g3. Black brings the bishop to f5. Then we bring our white bishop to g2, and they play a6 sorry. Then we castle, and they play pawn to e6. Now this is a pin. This is a bishop attacking the knight, and behind the knight diagonally is a queen. So if the knight moves anywhere, let's say the knight moves to e4, the queen will be captured. So black doesn't want that. So now this means it is pinned. It cannot move anywhere because the queen will die. So this is basically a pin. Now let me show an example where you can see how pins are useful. In this case it is also useful, but let me show you another example. Okay, now In this position, white plays rook to h4. But they didn't saw this is already oopsie. No, bishops cannot go like this. I wanted to draw this. The knight is already pinned. First of all, in the first example, the knight could move. The queen will die, but knight can move. Okay. But in the second example, the knight cannot move anywhere because of the king. If the king is captured, the game is over. But you cannot capture the king. You can deliver checkmate. So yeah, if you move, you just give a check kind of to yourself. So you cannot do that. That's why the first example it could move, but now it cannot. But white didn't saw that this is pinned. But we can put pressure on the pin. See, the rook is defending the knight, so it is not good. It is good for white. But when we bring our knight to d5, look, they have one defender of the knight and we have two attackers on the knight. So for example, they play pawn to g3. We take on b4. They take on b4. We take on b4. It's good. And this is bad because we take. Rook is not better than a knight. So they give 5 points to take our 3 points. But we already took white 3 points by capturing their knight. So yeah, now we are fully of 5 points. So now you get what the meaning of pin is and how you can use them. Now on to number 2. Number 2 is skewer. Skewer is when a piece is attacking its opponent's high value piece and it is in the front and the smaller value piece is in the back of the high value piece diagonally, horizontally or vertically. It means like the bishop is attacking the queen and behind the queen is a knight. So the queen has to move. If the queen doesn't move, the queen is captured. If the queen moves, the knight behind will get captured. So this is the meaning of skewer. So let me teach you this in examples. Like this example. In this position, we are white and we play queen to e2 check. Now look. This is a skewer because in pins there were low value piece in the front, but here it is the king. King, that's why you play chess. Checkmate the other king or get checkmated. So yeah, black doesn't want to lose their king, so they have to move because they are in check. 3 things: block, nothing can block. Take, you cannot take the queen or move aside. They have to move. And if they move anywhere, their queen dies. Their queen gets captured. So yeah, this is meaning of skewer. And if they move anywhere, they cannot protect their queen. So yeah, this is the meaning of skewer. Okay, get it? Now on to the second example. See, look, this. In this position, we are white and we play bishop to h3 check. This is a check. King cannot block. King cannot take the piece the king cannot take, means the king has to move aside. If the king moves aside, the bishop will die. The bishop will get captured. So it is like this: skewer, high value piece in the front and a low value piece in the back. If you even put a queen there, king is more precious than a queen. Yeah. So this is a skewer. Now you get it? Get the skewer and the pin. Now, if you have problem in between, which will be the higher value piece in the front and lower value piece in the front, so let me give you an difference. Difference is, see, pin is when a piece is attacking the opponent's smaller value pieces in the front. So the knight is in the front and queen is in the back. This is a pin. See, pin is when a lower value piece is in the front and the higher value piece is in the back. But in the skewer, it is reverse. The high value piece is in the front and the small value piece is in the back. So yeah, this. If you know how pins work and don't know skewers, just reverse it. This is a trick. Now on to number 3. Okay, fork. Fork is when a piece attacks 2 or more other pieces at the same time. This is called a fork. All the pieces can fork. Only king can technically fork. See, all the pieces, if they have the criterias like the knight can fork and there's nothing stopping it, then every piece can fork. But the thing is, in every position, king cannot do a fork. King cannot fork. There need to be a super criteria matching for king. Knight can jump from any L shape and fork, but king has to get the correct position. All the things that the king has to fork, they will be in the correct position, and the king comes there. It is a forking piece, but we do not say it. You can say king forks, but we don't call king a forking piece. Let me show you. See, the pawn can fork. Like the pawn is, imagine the pawn is on e5 and the knight is on d6 and the other knight is on d6. The pawn takes diagonally, so it is attacking 2 pieces at the same time. Bishop is like this, but in long range. Same. Knight. Let me show you the example. In this position, white brings the knight to f5. This is attacking the e7 rook and the h6 rook at the same time. So this is how the knight forks. Rook, imagine rook is on e4, knight is on c4 and the other knight is on g4. It is like how they move, it depends on these. Queen are a mixture of rook and bishops. In king, technically in some positions they fork. Like if the king was here and there were 2 pawns like this, there are some these are the types where king can fork. But yeah, all these pieces fork. King we do not consider. So yeah. Now let me show you this example in detail. Now it is attacking two pieces at the same time. In some position, if it was other piece forking, they could have saved themselves. Like if this in this position they lose a rook for sure, and for sure means they get a whole rook 5 points. In some position, like if the h6 rook was on g6, it could have gone to g7. Either rook you take, you are only getting 2 points because you take 5 points and they take your knight and you only get 2 points. So in some positions you can save some material, but in this position you cannot even save materials. I'm going to post a video one day after this video is posted about how all the other pieces fork. So yeah, this is it. So yeah, goodbye friends, and thanks for watching. I made this colorful, right? Different colors. Oh. And please subscribe to my channel. I always ask this at the end of the video. This supports my channel. It is free. And now, okay, that's it. Subscribe, click the like button, click the bell notification so you don't miss any videos like this, because you didn't know anything because you are a beginner. Say it. Say it in the comments. Okay, please subscribe. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.